Of course, when Jesus does this miracle, this would have garnered a lot of attention, not only from the Romans, but from the Jews as well. But even more so than the miracle itself, the fact that he healed a paralyzed man just by speaking, and even so, not even like seeing him, just saying it, and then it happened a distance away, would have been what this miracle communicated. Remember, when Jesus does miracles, he's not just doing some nice thing for some guy or some woman. He's sending a message, both by his actions and by his words, that when Jesus heals someone, he's giving them his grace, his saving grace. We call that salvation, right? How often has he said after he healed someone, "Go, your faith has saved you"? That his miracles are not just this physical healing, but it's a spiritual one. It's salvation being offered to that person. And so how crazy it is that in this time, the Jews would have thought, well, salvation, God's favor, is only for us. It's not for sinners. It's certainly not for pagans. It's not for the Romans. It's not the people who are oppressing God's favorite people. God certainly doesn't want to save them. And yet that's exactly what Jesus is doing. And just in case they didn't get the message by his action, he actually says it at the end. They'll come from the east and the west. In other words, they'll come from all around the world and recline at the table in the kingdom of heaven. That I have come for everyone, Jew, Greek, Roman, whomever it is. I've come for sinners. And that's great news because you and I are sinners. And Jesus has come for us too. That's what we're really meditating on during this Advent season. That we are sinners, that we're not perfect, we're not deserving of the Lord, and yet he's come for us. So, as we're beginning this Advent season, let us reflect on that we are sinners, we are in need of God, we are in need of his salvation, and he's come not for just sinners in general, but for you and for me.